Okay, so it's out of Luke 15, 7 parts on the prodigal son, and that we're going to probably, I need to train myself to not say prodigal son, because it's really is a tale about 2 sons, and it's primarily about the older son. And I base that on a principle in terms of, that I'll try to teach people at the first, about when they look at a parable. The way you kind of study a parable is you need to understand what question is Jesus answering. There's a context around every one of these. Otherwise you end up using the parable of the prodigal son to teach principles about parenting. And it is clearly not about parenting. So we'll use the first week to kind of talk about how this is a parable, and that the question, the thing that he is addressing is the statement that the Pharisees make, that Jesus welcomes sinners. And so my first week will kind of set up the whole deal, and I've got each week kind of based on a phrase that's in the story, except for this first one. It's actually in chapter 15, verse 1, where it says he welcomes or he receives sinners. And just the whole idea about the kind of people that like to be around Christ, and his heart towards those who are not around him. He tells a series of 3 parables that are really talking about the heart of the Father. Each of the parables are talking about the heart of the Father and why Jesus is such a person that receives sinners, because that's the heart of the Father. And the 3 parables are the sheep that's lost, and how the shepherd leaves the 99 and goes and finds the one. The woman who loses a coin, and she scatters and sweeps the house, and then she finds the coin. And in both of those instances, they throw a party and they call all their friends and say, "Look what's happened." And those are in response to what he's saying is God the Father is like that shepherd. He is like that woman, and he's like the Father in our parable. So the first phrase that kind of drives week 1, January 16th, is the phrase, welcomed sinners. Now, then in the second week, which is January 23rd, the phrase for that one is, give me mine. And it's where the younger son says, basically to his father, Dad, culturally, he says, "Dad, I wish you were dead. But since you're not dead, give me my stuff so I can get out of here." And it's a statement of complete disrespect. Not only disrespect, but I wish you were gone. I wish you were dead, kind of a thing. Got enough? Everything okay? So, give me mine is that second one. The third week, January 30th, is the phrase, came to himself. And it's the part of the story where he's feeding pigs, wishing he could eat the pigs, and he basically realizes, I chose poorly. You know, I chose in a way that dishonored my family and was not correct. And he says the wonderful phrase of repentance. He came to himself. And we'll talk about repentance there, and how the son makes a turn. He kind of rehearses a speech, and the whole deal. It's all in that week. Week 4 is February 6th, and the phrase is, he ran and kissed him. And we see the father noticing that his son is coming from a long way off, and runs and kisses him. And both of those movements, physically, culturally, are a completely dishonoring of yourself. A Hebrew man would never run. He would never run. It's just part of something they don't do. It's just unlike, who is it that runs in every movie he makes? Sorry, tangent.
Will Ferrell.
No, the dude who played
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. No, he runs in every single movie he makes. Who made the movie? Oh gosh, Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise runs in every single movie, sprints in every single movie he makes.
I saw The Firm. He sprinted in that. Just
Every movie, I promise you.
Speed.
He's fast.
Every
He's fast.
single movie he's in, you have a scene in it where he's sprinting. It's weird. Anyway, the phrase here. So